I just got back from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, touring the Selkirk headquarters, and we came back with the new Selkirk Labs Boomstik. Let's talk first impressions. Now, before going too far, just know I can't give away any tech specs or super detailed information about this paddle. I could just talk about its impressions and playability, which are very, very impressive. If you've been a long-time watcher of this channel, you know that I have been pretty underwhelmed with quite a few of the Selkirk or SLK paddles in the past. Really, the SLK Halo and the SLK Era being the only two paddles that I have found to be quite good. Everything else has been pretty much below average, but this Boomstik completely changes everything that I thought about Selkirk. Now, this paddle is extremely powerful, extremely poppy, and will automatically, as soon as it is released, put itself as one of the best power paddles available on the market. Pairing that with tremendous amounts of dwell time, a very pocketing feel, and great spin generation makes it a very, very good power paddle. The whole time when playtesting this paddle, it took an obscene amount of time for me to really dial in this paddle and get used to it. Very similar and reminiscent to the Body Helix Flick F1 Terracore XC, which in my opinion is probably the most firepower that you can get in a paddle. I still need to compare these side by side, but that was my initial impressions, feeling as though it was one of the, if not the most powerful and poppy paddle you can get. It is significantly more powerful and poppy compared to the SLK Era paddles, which are no slouch themselves. I'd say they're more towards the bottom tier of power, but this Boomstik is absolutely in the upper echelon of power paddles. Without going into any details, Selkirk has designed these paddles to have a very good playability stock right out of the box. I did really enjoy both of these paddles, the wide body and the elongated paddle stock. However, I decided to add just a little bit of weight on the bottom corners of my Boomstik elongated. Now, as I said, I won't be able to give you all of the tech specs, the release date, and the price, but just wait a little longer and that information will be readily available. I wanted to give some information about my visit there, which was very, very cool. The people at Selkirk were extremely nice, and it is just painfully obvious that they love pickleball and really do want to grow the sport, which is always a really good thing and a great mission to have as a pickleball-related company. What really surprised me most was to see the amount of research and development and testing that they put into all of these new paddles that are coming out is truly insane, and nothing really compares, or no other companies really compare to the amount of time, effort, and R&D that Selkirk seemingly is putting into their paddles. Because of this, I think that's a testament to why I believe this Boomstik is such a great performer, and we'll see more excellent performers like this in the future coming from Selkirk. Now, apart from the insane amount of R&D and the incredible testing measures that they use when creating different paddles, the things that surprised me most were, number one, how welcoming and how open the Selkirk team was. It was very clear and apparent from the get-go that this was much more about a community-driven event rather than just trying to market their new paddle, which is really a breath of fresh air. And the second thing that struck me the most after really thinking about this whole event and how it took place was that Selkirk had an answer for literally every single question we asked. There was no indecisiveness, no let me think about that, no we're not sure. Every question we asked had a very well thought out and planned answer, which made me realize just how much thought, dedication that they put into this company. I want to say a quick thank you to all of the team at Selkirk for having us out there for this event. It was really, really fun, and it was great to see all the other content creators. And if you have been waiting for an elite Selkirk paddle to finally hit the market just like me, well, I have good news for you. This Boomstik releases very soon. Hope you enjoyed this first impression video. Until the next one, I'm Lewis with Pickleball Pursuit, and I'll see you guys soon.